Hello, and today is June 28th, 2025, and I'm going to be reading my mail news updates for today. Right now it is 4:19 p.m. in Da Nang. And I'm going to start with news from the Council on Foreign Relations. Um, it's their daily news brief edition. It's pretty good. I recommend you subscribe to it. It covers everything from U.S. news, of course. That is something we watch on the news, mainstream media every day. But they also have sections across the globe that basically covers news um, in different regions. You don't see that everywhere, so yeah, I would definitely recommend subscribing to this um, news update. I don't know how to call it. But anyways, let's begin. Today on CFR across the globe, it appears that the United States and China has been able to agree to a trade deal. And it says here Washington, Beijing signed an economic deal discussed last month in Geneva, and the Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick told Bloomberg yesterday, and he said that the United States would remove unspecified countermeasures, and that is once China delivered the rare earths to the United States. And similarly, China's Commerce Ministry said today that Beijing would approve export restrictions for certain unspecified items, and Lutnick also said again that the United States would finalize trade deals with several countries in the coming 2 weeks. There are also updates on the situation in the Democratic Republic of Congo, and it appears that the DRC and Rwanda has reached some sort of a peace agreement, and so foreign ministers from both countries are due to sign a peace deal in Washington today, alongside U.S. Secretary of State Rubio, and the State Department said Trump is also expected to meet with the officials in the Oval Office, and the three countries said the deal would cover respect for territorial integrity and a prohibition of hostilities and disarming non-state armed groups. I suppose that would be mentioning the M23 rebel group. And that's it. No further details yet. I guess we'll have to wait. And then there is also updates on a Russian seizure of lithium. This is new. Russian forces in recent days have captured an area in eastern Ukraine that is home to a deposit of lithium. Independent groups tracking the war has said this, and Russian control of the area complicates a previous US and Ukrainian plan to co-develop Ukraine's mineral sources following a potential end to the war. And this deposit is under 1 square mile in size, but it has high concentrations of the mineral. And by complicating a U.S. and Ukrainian plan, I suppose that would mean the mineral deal reached between Trump and Zelensky early on in the year. And then we have defense disagreements between Asian countries. So apparently there was a defense ministers meeting of the Shanghai Cooperation Organization that ended without a joint statement because members could not agree on language regarding terrorism, India's foreign minister said yesterday. The 10-country group also includes China, Pakistan, and Russia, and its meeting was the first time senior officials from India and Pakistan appeared on the same stage since the air war between the countries in May. Sorry. Yep. And oh, there's also another one that I find very interesting. There's a French pushback on the climate target. The European Commission's executive vice president said today that a French proposal to delay the rollout of the European Union's 2040 climate target was a mistake. French President Emmanuel Macron suggested delaying publication of the target yesterday to ensure it is in line with the bloc's competitiveness. The European Union is also due this year to announce a separate 2035 climate goal as part of UN climate negotiations. And that target could be less ambitious if the European Union's 2040 commitment is delayed. Just keep in mind that there's not just there's now not just funding issues, not just legal issues, but in Europe there's also a lot of other strains that are going on. Obviously, war in Ukraine, things, the war in Gaza, situation in Iran as well. A lot of things that are complicating the progress and plans for the climate in Europe. And on the same daily news brief from CFR on the What's Next category, today the Organization of American States annual assembly concludes in Antigua and Barbuda. And also today, the U.S. Supreme Court is due to issue rulings in Washington that can include a case on birthright citizenship. And on Sunday, that is tomorrow, Nigeria's Oil and Gas Energy Week conference will begin in Abuja.